Good morning, class 7. Our today's session is for English grammar. Okay? And the topic for today's session is countable and uncountable nouns. Countable and uncountable nouns. Now you must be wondering that countable, uncountable, we know what to learn in that, what to study in that. Okay? Every time countable and uncountable noun does not mean the things which you count are countable and the things which you cannot count are uncountable. No. Here in this session you are going to learn countable and uncountable nouns, but from that you are going to learn some use of some, any or no. Okay? Means where are you going to use some, or where some is used, where any is used and where no is used. Okay? So in uncountable and countable nouns, today we will learn some, any or no. Fine? Before that, we will have a short look, or you can say a short explanation about the noun first. And from that noun, we will continue with the countable and uncountable noun, and then we will move to the some, any or no. Where are they being used properly? We will also have a look on the exercise, or we will also do some exercises so that you would understand where these three words some, any or no can be used. Fine? So let's move to the nouns first. Now something about the noun. Okay? Because this countable and uncountable noun are related with the nouns itself. So if you want to learn about countable and uncountable noun, you should know about the noun first. Fine? So let's see what is a noun. Look around you. Everything you see is a noun. Okay? Whatever you are watching with your eyes, whatever you are seeing with your eyes, okay, everything is a noun. If I ask you the definition of the noun, you would say the name of the person, place, animal or thing is called a noun. Or in simple words, you can say whatever you see with your eyes, see around you is a noun. Okay? So, if I ask you for the example, what can you see around you? Trees, mountains, animals, TV, speaker, mobile, computer, car, different vehicles you can say. Okay? Then different people, either they are your friends, your parents, okay, your relatives, anybody. Okay, you can see different things. So all these things are noun itself, whether it is a non-living thing or whether it is a living thing. Okay, nouns are therefore objects and things, but they can also be non-physical things like ideas. Means in noun it can be ideas also, such as love, hate, jealousy, anger, happiness. These all feelings also come into noun. Okay? Noun is a word that names things such as table, chair, water, pen, pencil, fan, okay, utensils, mobile. Such things are noun. Nouns are also the word that names people such as Sita, Ram, Krishna, Radha, Jane. Okay, now these are the names. Other than this, what are the nouns by the name? It can be pilot, teacher, doctor, driver, okay, steward, air hostess, nurse, nun, father. Such things are also called noun. Then animals. Animals means both animals, wild animals, pet animals, domestic animals, okay? Dog, cat, lion, right? Dog, cat, lion. It can be birds also, pigeon, parrot, crow, peacock, sparrow, such kind of. Now, noun can be also the names, or you can say the words that names places. Places can be London, America, Russia, India. Now, these are the name of the countries. It can be also the name of the cities in that, like the city in which you live, Didwana, Nagaur, Sikar, Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, Jaipur, Udaipur, Nathdwaras, different, okay. Now, not only the name of the places can come into the place, but places like school, city, country, temple, garden, kitchen, these are also the names of the places, okay. So don't bound yourself when it is being said the names of the places, then don't only go with the name of the places like cities or countries, okay. Then the last is concept or ideas, feelings. These are also nouns, like I love my mother very much. Love is the noun here, okay. I hate eating chocolates. I know you don't hate eating chocolates, but here only I am giving you a sentence. I hate eating chocolates, or I hate medicines, okay. Nobody likes medicines. I too don't like it. I hate eating medicines. So here hate is the noun, okay, because it shows your feeling towards the medicine. Jealousy, if you are jealous of something, it's not good. Don't be jealous of anything, okay. So such things are called noun. So I hope with this you have understood what is noun, okay. Now let's see the types of noun. After this, let's see the types of nouns. The types of nouns, if we talk about types of nouns, there are two types of nouns, okay. Though there are many, but here we are going to see two types of nouns, that is countable and uncountable, okay. In simple words, you can say we can divide the nouns into two categories. Which are those two categories? Countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Okay, you can divide these nouns into two categories, that is countable noun and uncountable noun. Now the question comes into your mind is, why do we divide these nouns into two groups? Noun is noun. Why it is again to be divided? Okay, comes into your mind. Why it is important to know if a noun is a countable or uncountable? Have you ever thought on this? Now, because you are in a higher class, such question matters. I know you have learned this countable and uncountable noun in standard 2nd, 3rd, 4th in different ways, okay. But ever you have tried to know that why do we divide these nouns into two groups? Or why it is important to know if a noun is countable or uncountable? No? I will explain you. It is important because English grammar rules are different for countable and uncountable. Because of the rules of the English grammar, we divide these nouns into countable and uncountable. In the easy way, if I explain you, it's like when you can count something, what would you call that noun? Not known? It should have some name, na? If the countable word would have not been given, then how could you name that noun? That if the things which are being counted, or the noun which can be counted, ma'am, what is it been called? It has been called uncountable noun. And the things which we cannot count, like grains, oil, water, petrol, diesel, kerosene, stars, such things cannot be counted. So that are uncountable nouns. So why is the noun divided into two groups? Because the rules are different for these nouns. Okay? Further, now let's see what is a countable noun. A countable noun, easily if we want to understand, then countable. By the word it can be understood that the things we can count are countable nouns, right? A countable noun is a separate object. It is a separate unit. We can clearly count the number of unit of a countable noun. Or you can say the things which can be easily counted come under countable noun. Example, apple, yes, can be counted. Oranges, yes. Bananas, yes. Chocolates, yes. Chocolates can be counted. Okay? A countable noun has a singular form. All the countable nouns have singular form. If I say one apple, then one and apple without an S. Now if I have more than one, if I say two, then I won't say two apple. I will say two apples. Means here it's trying to say that countable nouns have singular form. Okay? When there is one unit. If the unit of a noun can be counted, it is a countable noun. Okay? The countable nouns are always, not always, a countable noun has a singular form. Okay? When there is only one unit. Next, it also has plural form. Countable noun also has plural form, where you can say it can be more than one unit. More than one unit. Or for example, you can say, like if we add an S to the noun, like apple, one apple, then no S in apple. Okay? And if I count more than one apple, 2, 3, 4, then it becomes apples, 4 apples, 5 apples. Okay? For regular nouns, we usually form the plural by adding an S to it. Like I have 2 apples. If I talk in singular form, I will say I have 1 apple. And if I talk in plural form, then I will say I have 2 apples, adding an S to the noun apple. Okay? We can count countable nouns because it is clear to see they are separate units. Understanding? We can count countable nouns. We can count countable nouns because we can see they are different units. If I show you an example, fingers, I have fingers. They are in separate units, so they are easy for me to count. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are in different units, so I am counting it easily. Okay? So same way, the nouns are countable because we can see them in counting, because we can see them in separate units. Okay? In the singular form, we can see we can use the indefinite article. Now, if there is an countable noun, the article means a and the. A and an, and the. These are 3 articles. Okay? We can use a or an in a countable noun. Like I have an apple. I have an apple. I like a dog. Okay? So, in the countable noun, indefinite article a or an is used. Like I am eating an apple. So here an apple means one apple. Here I have not to mention one. An apple is automatically understood that it is 1. Okay, and lastly, example of some countable nouns are cat, lemon, desk, bus, bowl, sandwich, radio, mobile, car. Any more you can name? Right? Etc. Etc. means the list of countable nouns is very big, infinite you can say. Okay? The list of countable noun is uncountable because you cannot count it. Okay. So, let me explain you in short again that countable nouns are the separate objects, okay, with a separate unit. Countable nouns are always in a singular, a countable noun has a singular form, okay, and if it has a plural form, then they are more than one. If the countable noun is more than one, then you have to add an S to it, okay. We can count the countable nouns because we can see them in separate units, okay, and in singular form, the definite article a or an are being used in countable nouns. Some examples of countable nouns were also given to you, like cat, lemon, desk, mobile, car, radio, bus, speaker, TV, bowl, bag, book, pencil, eraser, goes on. The list is infinite. Okay. Let's move after this countable noun to the uncountable noun. After countable noun, now let's have a look at uncountable noun. By the word uncountable, it is automatically understood the things which cannot be counted. They are there, but they cannot be counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 15, 16, 20, not be counted. Such nouns are called uncountable nouns. An uncountable noun is not a separate object. As a countable noun is a separate object, same uncountable noun is not a separate object, does not have a separate object. Like the fingers I had shown you, they are different, so you can count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same ways, uncountable noun do not have such kind of different unit or separate unit. We cannot count uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns cannot be counted as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 15, 20, 100. Okay? It is a large solid mass or liquid without clear boundaries. Uncountable nouns means they don't have any perfect number. Okay? It is a solid mass, large solid mass without any clear boundary. It does not have any boundary. It is boundless. Okay? Like water. Will you say I drank one water? No, na. You cannot use it because water cannot be counted. Okay? I have one juice. I have one juice. No. I drank one juice. Sorry. No, na. Okay? We cannot count water. We do not say I have 3 waters. Does it make some sense? I have 3 glasses of water. It means you are counting the glasses, not the water. But if you say I have 3 water, then it is totally a wrong sentence. Okay? It does not make any sense. Water is liquid and it's just one big amount altogether. Okay, if you have a water in a bottle, then you will say I have a water bottle. You won't say I have one water. You have one bottle of water with you, but you don't have one water. You will say I have some water. Okay, because The water is in a big amount, so it cannot be counted. In a liquid form, you can say. Okay. Uncountable nouns only have a singular form. Uncountable nouns always be in a singular form. Okay. Like water, you cannot say waters. Okay. Water cannot be said waters. Wrong. Uncountable nouns, oil, not oils. Petrol, you cannot say petrols. Okay. So uncountable nouns are always in a singular form. If you want to say, you will say I have some water. You won't say I have 3 waters, I have 10 waters. It's wrong. Okay. With uncountable noun, you will use some, any, such kind of. Okay. But no quantity like 1, 2, no numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. With uncountable noun, you won't do so. Okay. There is no plural form for uncountable noun. Uncountable nouns cannot be in a plural form ever. Some waters, 3 waters, 10 waters, 2 oils cannot be there. Okay. We cannot use the indefinite article here. In the countable noun, you could use it, but in the uncountable noun, you cannot use any kind of article ever. Article like a and an. I have a water, I have an oil. No. Okay. No indefinite article to be used in uncountable nouns. I hope you have understood. Let me explain you in the short again. Uncountable nouns is not a separate object or unit. Okay. No separate units are there in uncountable noun because they are in a solid mass or liquid without any clear boundaries. Okay. For example, you cannot count water. So, you will never say I have 4 waters. Uncountable nouns only have singular forms. You cannot write them in plural forms. Like I have some waters. No, it's wrong. And lastly, you cannot use any indefinite article like a or an in uncountable nouns. Okay? I have a water, I have an oil. No. Okay? So, further also, we will see more about uncountable nouns. Now, talking about uncountable nouns, it does not mean that they are always in a liquid form. Okay. Uncountable nouns are therefore names of, you can say, materials, gases, liquids, concepts, collections and masses, object without boundaries. Means in uncountable nouns, every time you cannot say that you will only count the liquid things. It can be all these things also, like gases, materials. What kind of? I'll give you example further. But first try to understand that uncountable nouns are not only concerned with liquid things. Okay. It can be collections, it can be liquids, gases, materials, mass objects without boundaries. Okay, endless you can say. Like sugar, I have 2 sugar? No. Right? Butter, oxygen. You don't say, na, Mama give me 2 rice. You say, Mama give me some rice. Right? So, rice also cannot be counted. Pasta, not counted. Pasta also cannot be counted. Mama give me 2 pasta, Mama give me 10 pasta. We don't say that. We say give me some pasta. Okay, so pasta is also uncountable noun. Salt, but natural. 2 spoons of salt. We are counting the spoons, we are not counting the salt. Bread, milk. I drank 2 milk. No, I drank 2 glasses of milk. Right? Next, water. I have gave you the example before only. So, such things come in uncountable nouns, which have no boundaries at all. Okay? Let's see with some examples. Okay? We have seen the words. We have seen the list, you can say, of uncountable nouns. Okay? But what if they are in a sentence? How would you understand? The pasta is very nice. Notice that pasta is in singular form. As I have told you before, that uncountable nouns will always be in singular form. Countable noun can be in singular and plural, both the forms. Uncountable noun will always be in a singular form. Okay? Notice that pasta is in the singular form. The verb is third person singular of the verb be, is also the singular form to agree with the subject. Means if the subject is singular, the auxiliary verb will also be the singular. Here is an auxiliary verb which you will learn in further classes. Okay? The pastas are very nice. Here this sentence is wrong. Why? Because as I told you, uncountable nouns are always in singular form. So the pastas are very nice is wrong because pasta does not have a singular form. Okay? Can I have some pasta? Right sentence. Because pasta is uncountable noun, so here we will use the word some. Okay? Not a quantity of 2, 3, 4, 10, 100. No. He served me some pasta. Right sentence. Again, as pasta is an uncountable noun, so here the word which will be used is some. Okay? Here the word which we will use is some. Fine? Pasta is singular. Uncountable noun is always in a singular form. Okay? Let me give you some examples of uncountable nouns and countable nouns. Now first let's see some examples of countable nouns and then we will move to the examples of uncountable nouns. Okay? Countable nouns are, if you count in living things, we can say dog, cat, animal. The names of the animals are also countable nouns, or only an animal is a countable noun. Okay? Next, man, yes, can be counted. Person, there are 2 persons, so 2 is countable. So person here is also countable. Bottle, of course, countable noun. I have 2 bottles, I have 5 bottles, I have many bottles. Right? So bottles can be counted. Box, yes, 10 boxes, 15 boxes, 100 boxes. Box and boxes. Countable noun will always be, or sorry, not always. Countable noun can also be in singular form or in plural form. Okay? When it is in one, you can say singular, and when it is in more than one, then it is plural. Okay? So countable noun can be one also and can be more than one also. Liter, yes, 2 liter of milk, 2 liters of milk. Okay? 1 liter and 2 liters. Oil, petrol. Okay? So here liter will be singular or plural, but the uncountable noun attached with it will be in singular form. Coin, yes. How many of you like to collect coins? Coins. Okay, one coin, many coins. 4 coins. 2 1 rupee coins. I like to collect coins. Have you all collected any? Note, yes. I have 2 rupee note, 2 rupee note, 2 rupees note. Okay. I have 2 1 rupee notes. So note and notes, it can be said in this way. Dollar, dollars. Cup, 1 cup, 2 cups. Plate, yes, 1 plate, 4 plates. Fork, fork. The one which you eat with the noodles with. Fork, forks. Table, tables. Chair, chairs. Suitcase, suitcases. Bag, bags, yes, countable. Further, mobile, everyone has. We have 2 mobiles at home, we have 4 mobiles at home. Car, yes. Book, countable. Boy, countable. Lady, countable. The 2 ladies are standing under a tree. Girl, yes, there are 4 girls in my class. Mother, yes. Teacher, countable. So these are some examples, or you can say these are the list of countable nouns. Okay. Now let's see the list of uncountable nouns, and then we will move towards some, any and no. Okay. Because before explaining some, any and no, some, any or no, it was important to make you understand about the countable and uncountable. Okay. So now by this you will understand where to use this some, any and no. Moving to the uncountable noun, let's see some examples of uncountable noun now. Uncountable nouns can be anything now. Okay, I have told you uncountable nouns can be with materials, gases, liquids, concepts, collections. Okay, so what kind of they can be? Let's see. Advice, air. Can you count air? I breathe 2 air. I have 4 air around me. Can we say like that? No, na? So air is uncountable. Alcohol, blood, 2 bottles of blood, 4 bottles of blood, 4 units of blood, right? But I have 2 blood, I have 4 blood. We don't say such ways. Here you can also see one thing, that these uncountable nouns are in singular form. Okay, butter cannot be counted. You can't say butters. These uncountable noun will always be in singular form. Cheese, not cheeses, cannot be there. Coffee, singular form. Okay, coffee powder, then also coffee powder will be there, coffee powders will not be there. Education, uncountable. Flour, flour, F-L-O-U-R, flour, wheat flour, cannot be counted. Chapatis can be counted. I ate 2 chapatis. The chapatis which is prepared from that flour can be counted, but you cannot count the flour. I have 2 flours at my house. No wheat flour. Some wheat flour. Okay. Food. I had 2 food. I had 4 food. No, I had some food. I have eaten too much food. Okay, but you can't say I have eaten 1 food, 2 food, 4 food, 100 food. Can't. Furniture cannot be counted. Grass in the garden which you have cannot be counted. Okay, ice The one which are there on the mountain, the snow covered ice, cannot be counted. Sorry, the snow covered mountain, not ice, I'm sorry. Okay, information. Give me some information. Give me 4 information, no. Okay, luggage, meat, cannot be counted. Milk, of course, cannot be counted. It can be counted in glasses or in liters, but of course not in quantity. 1 milk, 2 milk, 4 milk. Money, not be counted. Music, not be counted. News, I heard some news. Samachar, the one which you say, news channels. Channels can be counted, but the news cannot be counted. Rice, you cannot sit and count the grains of the rice, right? Salt, sand, cannot be counted. Snow, cannot be. Sugar, give me 2 sugar or give me 2 teaspoons of sugar. Spoons can be counted, but sugar cannot be. Toothpaste, the one which you brush your teeth in the morning, cannot be counted. Wine, cannot be counted. Wood, of course, cannot be counted. Here one thing is to be noticed, which I told you in the starting only, that uncountable nouns cannot be uncountable nouns cannot be counted is a fact thing, but uncountable nouns are always in singular forms, had to be kept in mind. Okay, so this was the list, or you can say these were the list of countable and uncountable nouns. Further, we will move with some, any and no. Now moving to some, any and no. I have explained you about countable nouns and uncountable nouns, right? But our today's topic is also related with some, any and no. Okay. How are you going to use these 3 words and where? We can use some, any or no before plural or uncountable nouns. Okay, they have no relations with any countable nouns. If you want to use these 3, some, any or no, you have to use them either with plural or with uncountable nouns. The quantifiers, they are known as the quantifiers. Okay, some, any and no are a kind of determiner. They are also one kind of a determiner. Okay, now talking about some. Some is an unspecified quantity. Unspecified quantity means where the quantity is not fixed. Okay, it could be big, it could be small, you don't know anything. The quantity can be too much, the quantity can be very little, anything can be there. Normally it is medium, you can say, like give me some water, means you need a very less amount of water. Okay, so this is some, where it is an unspecified quantity. It could be in big or small anyway, right? And normally you can say it is in medium quantity. Fine. Next, any. Any is also the same. Any is also the same, unspecified quantity. Okay. Now here it refers to one, some or all. Okay. Means here you can say using of any means the quantity is starting from 1 to infinity. Infinity means where there is no boundary. Okay. I'll show you the usage also. Okay, first let me explain you that where are they being used. Okay, so no is very easy. Why? No means totally zero. So the usage of no is very easy. I have no water, I have no books means totally nil. So the usage of no is the easiest. But for some You can use it where you don't know the proper quantity. It could be big or small, both. Okay. Any is also an unspecified quantity which refers to 1 and infinity. 1 to infinity. Infinity means boundless, you can say. Okay, where you have no proper quantity or no proper number. Okay, the general rule is that we use some and no in positive. Now the further rule says if you want to use some or no, okay, some or no, then it is being used in general sentences like positive sentences, and any in question and negative sentences. Any is used in question forms. Question forms means in interrogative sentences, okay, and in negative sentences. Okay, so these are the uses, or you can say these are, I have explained you how are you going to use and where are you going to use the determiners, or you can say the quantifiers some, any and no. Some and no in positive sentences and any in negative sentences. Okay. Now let me give you some examples of it. While reading the examples, maybe you can understand where are these quantifiers properly used. Examples of some, any and no. First, he needs some stamp. Okay, some stamps means stamps here, as I have told you, that where is some being used? Some is being used where we don't know if the thing is big or small. Okay, and the quantity is medium, means here he needs some stamp means the quantity of the stamp is not known. It can be many, it can be in large quantity also, and it can be in a small quantity also. Okay, I must go home. I have some work to do. I have some work to do. Okay, means here also some work, some homework. Some homework means the homework, quantity of the homework is not known. That can be, there can be too much of homework to be done, or there can be very less homework to be done. Okay, there were no stamps for the letters. As no, I have told you, it is the easiest. You can use this no anyway. Anyway means sorry, no means 0. So here by the sentence only we can understand there are no stamps for the letter means no stamps are being left for sticking on the letter. Okay, next, I have no homework to do, so let's go out. It means nil homework, no homework, so now I can go out. Now we will see some examples of any. Does he need any stamps? Every time any, I told you, any is used in two ways. First in the question forms and so not question forms, first in the questions and second in negative. Here we have used any in question, right? Does he need any stamp? Second, do you have any homework to do? Right? And next, he doesn't need any stamps means he does not need any stamp. It is a negative sentence. Negative, it has been used in negative. Have a look at that. Does not, doesn't. Okay? Possessive form is doesn't. So, automatically it is a negative sentence. So, any is used in negative sentence. He doesn't need any stamp. Okay? Next, I can stay. I don't have any homework to do. I can stay. I don't. Don't means do not. Okay. So here I do not have any homework to do means again the sentence is negative, and so here any is being used. So these are some of the examples where you can, by reading this, you can understand where you can use so, some, any and no. Now further, let us see more where some, any and no are being used. Okay, continuing, we use any in a positive sentence when the real sense is negative. Okay, every time any is not only used in negative sentence like do not, does not, okay, will not. It's not necessary. We can use this any in positive sentence, but the real sense of the sentence should be negative. How? I refused to give them any money. Means here I did not give them any money. Okay, in real sense, I did not give them any money. Okay, next, she finished the test without any difficulty. Means in real sense, the sentence is telling that she did not have any difficulty while performing the test. Okay, means any determiner any is used in negative sentence where the sentence is negative, do not, cannot, does not. Okay, and it is being used in positive sentence also, but the sense of the sentence should be negative. It should not have any negativity in it, but the sense should be negative. Okay, sometimes we use some in a question also. Not only any is being used in question, but some is also being used when we expect the positive yes answer. When you expect the positive yes answer, at that time you should use some in the sentence question. We could say that it is not a real question because we think we know the answer already. In which form do you use the quantifier some? When you know that the answer, when you know the answer already. Okay, like if I ask you, would you like to have a glass of water? And I know your answer, it's yes, because for water, juice, chocolates or anything we ask, nobody is going to say no. Okay, and when we know the answer already, most of expectations of the answer in this type of sentence is yes. Y-E-S, yes. The answer is yes. Okay, like would you like some more tea? In such type of questions, we already know the answer. Okay, it is either yes, most of yes, or no. But here, no answer will not be there because we know that the answer will be in yes. Okay, could I have some sugar please? If you ask something from someone, okay, it is not necessary that your answer will be no every time. It could be yes. So, could I have some sugar please? In this, the answer is also yes. So, here where the expectation of the answer is yes, yes means in a positive form, then in the question you can use or you will use some. Okay. Now moving further, let's see some of the exercises now. I hope you have understood where you can use some, any or no, right? But after explanation, it is necessary to go through some exercises so that it will become a bit easier for you to understand how to use it. Okay, so let's take a look on the first exercise of countable and uncountable noun, and then we will move towards some, any and no. Exercise on some, any and no. Okay. Now for the first exercise. Decide whether these nouns are countable or uncountable noun. Before explaining you this, let me tell you that you have to do this exercise on your own. I have only highlighted the answers in bold letters so that you can easily understand which words are to be noted. Okay, you have to note down this exercise in your notebook. So the highlighted here in this exercise, you have to tell which of the words are countable and which are uncountable. Okay, the words which you feel are countable, write that word C and write that word in front of that. The word which you feel uncountable, write U and write that word in front of that. Okay, first one, the children are playing in the garden. Here children can be counted. Can we count the children? Yes, we can. So children here is countable in this sentence. I don't like milk. Here which word is to be seen? The word is the one which is highlighted, that is milk. So milk here is in a liquid form which has no boundary. So milk is uncountable. Okay, so we'll write a U here. I prefer tea. I prefer tea. Tea, here the word is tea. So with the highlighted word tea here is countable or uncountable. Again the same thing, tea is a liquid form. Okay, so a liquid form cannot be counted. So here our T is, word T is uncountable. Scientists say that the environment is threatened by pollution. Here scientists. Okay, scientists countable or uncountable? Countable now. Okay, next. My mother uses butter to prepare cakes. My mother uses butter to prepare cakes. Here in this sentence there are three words: mother, butter and cakes. Okay, so first word mother, counted? Yes, it is in person, so persons can be counted, people can be counted. Next, butter. Butter, if it is in a cube form, yes, it has been counted, but if it is in liquid form, the butter cannot be counted. So here we will take it as liquid form and butter cannot be counted. So butter is uncountable. Cakes, yes, countable. Okay, next, there are no windows in our classroom. Windows, countable, right? Sorry, there are a lot of windows in our classroom. Windows and classroom are highlighted here. So windows countable and classroom also countable. Next, we need glue to fix this vase. We need glue to fix this vase. Okay, so here glue. Glue is uncountable. If it is a glue stick, then the stick is countable, but here we are talking about the glue and it is also some glue. Some is a quantifier which is being used with uncountable nouns. Now for the first exercise, decide whether these nouns are countable or uncountable noun. Before explaining you this, let me tell you that you have to do this exercise on your own. I have only highlighted the answers in bold letters so that you can easily understand which words are to be noted. Okay, you have to note down this exercise in your notebook. So the highlighted here in this exercise, you have to tell which of the words are countable and which are uncountable. Okay, the words which you feel are countable, write that word C and write that word in front of that. The word which you feel uncountable, write U and write that word in front of that. Okay, first one, the children are playing in the garden. Here children can be counted. Can we count the children? Yes, we can. So children here is countable in this sentence. I don't like milk. Here which word is to be seen? the word is the one which is highlighted, that is milk. So milk here is in a liquid form which has no boundary. So milk is uncountable. Okay, so we'll write a U here. I prefer tea. I prefer tea. Tea, here the word is tea. So with the highlighted word tea here is countable or uncountable. Again the same thing, tea is a liquid form. Okay, so a liquid form cannot be counted. So here our T is, word T is uncountable. Scientists say that the environment is threatened by pollution. Here scientists, okay, scientists, countable or uncountable? Countable now. Okay, next, my mother uses butter to prepare cakes. My mother uses butter to prepare cakes. Here in this sentence there are three words: mother, butter and cakes. Okay, so first word mother, counted? Yes, it is in person, so persons can be counted, people can be counted. Next, butter. Butter, if it is in a cube form, yes, it is been counted, but if it is in liquid form, the butter cannot be counted. So here we will take it as liquid form and butter cannot be counted. So butter is uncountable. Cakes, yes, countable. Okay, next, there are no windows in our classroom. Windows, countable, right? Sorry, there are a lot of windows in our classroom. Windows and classroom are highlighted here. So windows countable and classroom also countable. Next, we need glue to fix this vase. We need glue to fix this vase. Okay, so here glue, glue is uncountable. If it is a glue stick, then the stick is countable, but here we are talking about the glue and it is also some glue. Some is a quantifier which is being used with uncountable nouns, right? Okay, so we need some glue to fix this vase. Glue and vase. Glue is uncountable and vase is countable. The waiters of in this restaurant are very professional. The waiters of this restaurant or in this restaurant are very professional. So restaurant and waiters, we have here two options, two words which are being highlighted. So here waiters is countable and restaurant is also countable. Okay, waiters and restaurant countable. Fine. Moving to the next. My father drinks 2 big glasses of water every morning. In this sentence, father, glasses and water. Father, yes, countable. Glasses, yes, again countable because it is in a plural form also, and the countable nouns can only be in plurals. Uncountable nouns cannot have plural forms. Water, liquid, so yes, it is an uncountable noun. So father and glasses countable noun and water uncountable noun. Adult illiterates learn through a special government program. Program, again it is countable. Okay. Next, I met some people when I was walking along the beach. Okay, I met some people when I was walking along the beach. Beach and people, again same, people can be counted. Okay, People can be counted, and beach cannot be counted or counted. Yes, beach can also be counted. Okay. So here we have completed this exercise. Let's move to the next exercise, and the next exercise is again the same, continuing with the same. Okay, in this we have completed 11 sentences. In next we are going to see more sentences. Okay, so let's see. Now moving further with the exercise. Okay, continuing. The bread my mother prepares is delicious. Okay, now here there are two words which have been highlighted. One is bread and second is mother. So bread, the slices of the bread can be counted. Okay, fine. And mother, yes, mothers are persons, people, so they can also be counted. Next, drivers must be careful, the road is slippery. Drivers, they are again human beings, people, person, counted. Road, uncountable. Okay, because road is not one road, two road, the roads are in meters and kilometers. Next, some policemen are organizing road traffic to avoid any accidents. Policemen, countable. Accidents, I saw an accident. As we had learned about uncountable noun, I had told you that uncountable noun with the countable noun we can use articles, right? Next, I bought 3 bottles of mineral water for our picnic. Bottles, yes, countable, but the water in the bottle, uncountable. So bottles countable, water uncountable. I would like some juice, please. Okay, again juice here, juice is in liquid, so juice is uncountable. Successful candidates will join the camp later this year. Candidates are again in person, so they are countable. Next, the rise in oil prices is inevitable since there is more and more world demand for energy. So here the highlighted word is only oil. Okay, so oil is uncountable. So oil, uncountable noun. Next, the exercises on this website are interesting. Exercises, uncountable or countable. What can it be? Okay, so exercise here can be both countable or uncountable depending upon the context. Okay, now if it says that like the exercises which are there behind the book or behind the lesson, so that exercise can be countable. Now here we are talking about the physical and mental exercise, so that exercise is uncountable. Okay, so exercise noun, the noun exercise depends on the context of the sentence. Number 9 is dehydrated babies must drink a lot of water. Dehydrated babies and water. Okay, here there are two highlighted words, babies and water. Babies counted, water again uncountable. Okay, moving to the next exercise where you are going to use now. Okay, here we were in these exercise, we had seen that which is countable noun, which is uncountable noun. In the next exercise, we would see where are we going to use some, any and no. Exercise about some, any and no. Okay. Number 1. Have you got dash English friends? Have you got any? Okay. Have you got any English friends? No, I haven't. Now again, here look at here. The sentence is negative. So what are we going to use? Have you got some? Sorry, have you got some English friends? Answer is no, I haven't got any. Okay, because no will come for 0 and some where you know the quantity. But here the answer is negative. Okay, the sentence is negative, so we will use no. But I have some English pen friends. He has no friends at all. Okay. Next is, she has dash best friends. They spend all their time together. Positive sentence. So here we will use some. She has some best friends and they spend all their times together. Would you like to? Now it is in a question form. So question form, what are we going to use? Would you like to have some? Okay. Would you like to have some orange juice? Some more orange juice. Any more orange juice? Nah, it's not a negative sentence, so cannot be there. I have hardly any money, because the sentence is not negative but the sense of the sentence is negative. So I have hardly any money left. Okay. I never have any luck with lottery, because never is a negative word, negative sentence, the sentence is negative, so here we will use any. I never have any luck with the lottery. Have you got dash money? Positive sentence. Have you got some money? Have you got some money? I think I have got something in my eye. Positive sentence. So something in my eyes. Can you have a look, please? Okay. And the next one is, I will live somewhere. Okay. Positive sentence is there. Somewhere in London. It doesn't matter to me. But the further sentence is negative. So here it can't be some. I will live anywhere in London. It doesn't matter to me. Okay. Because the sentence is negative. So we will use any more. Okay. There's nobody. Because read the further sentence. It's empty. It's empty means the sentence is negative. It's telling there is no one in the class. So there's nobody in the classroom at the moment. Okay. So these were all the exercises which I have done for you. But further there is one exercise which is to be done by yourself. I'm not going to give you any help, because let you also see how much you have understood, and let me also see what are you doing with these exercises. Okay. Here are 4 exercises. Okay. Where in first exercise you have to use some and any. In exercise 2 you have to use any or no. In third exercise you have to use some or no. And in fourth exercise you have to use all the 3, that is some, any and no. Okay. Like I am going to buy milk. Milk means here the sentence is positive and the sense is also positive. So it will be some. Okay. So this way, where the sentence is negative, you will use any. Where the sentence is totally 0, express is totally 0, you will use no. And where the quantity is not confirmly known, you will use some. Okay, this is how you are going to complete all these 4 sentences in your 4 exercises in your notebook. The rest exercises before this also you have to do it in your notebook. Okay, please start studying. Till then, take care of your health. Hope to meet you all soon. Bye. Learn well.